Hello everyone, welcome. In this video, let us solve this question. So we have t raised to power t is equal to t raised to power 2. So solution, the question is t raised to power t is equal to t raised to power 2. Now by mere inspection, we can conclude that t is equal to 2, right? By simply comparing the exponent. Good. Now, this is not only the value of t, there are other values of t. So let us solve for the other values of t together. So from here to solve this, right, the first thing we're going to do, okay, we have t raised to power t is equal to t raised to power 2. So the first thing we're going to do is to divide the both sides of the equation with t raised to power 2. So divide t raised to power 2 over t raised to power 2. Shows that if you divide this by this, we have 1. So t raised to power t over t raised to power 2 is equal to 1. Now, with this, by applying this rule of indices, that if you have a raised to power b over a raised to power c, this equals a raised to power b minus c. So in this case, we have the same base, t and t. So simply pick one and then subtract the powers since they are joined by division sign. So that becomes t minus 2, then is equal to 1. Now at this junction, we are going to introduce one property, one function that we call ln. Now ln is equal to log to base e, while log is equal to logarithm to base 10. So that means that, okay, we can apply the property of logarithm on ln. So introducing natural logarithm over to this equation, we have it as ln t raised to power t minus 2 is equal to ln 1. And also, there is a rule of logarithm that if you have logarithm of a raised to power b, this equals to b times logarithm of a. So applying this right here, because you can apply the property of logarithm to natural logarithm. So the power t minus 2, t minus 2 then multiplies ln t. Okay, so is then equal to ln 1. Now, ln 1 is always equal to 0, is a standard. Okay, so in bracket t minus 2 multiplied by ln t is equal to ln 1 is always 0, such that with this we can equate this to 0 and also equate this to 0. So t minus 2 is equal to 0, or ln t is equal to 0. Now from here, let us solve for the value of t from this linear equation, that t minus 2 is equal to 0. So move minus 2 over to this side. The value of t is equal to 2. And this was the initial value of t that we got the first time. So t1 is equal to 2. Okay, good. Now let us solve for the other value of t from ln t equals to 0. So ln t is equal to 0. From here, we are going to introduce e to both sides of the equation. So e raised to power ln t is equal to e raised to power 0. From here, what will happen is, if we cancel ln, we have t is equal to e power of 0. So from here, if you have a raised to power 0 is equal to 1. If you have b raised to power 0 is equal to 1. Also, if you have e raised to power 0 is also equal to 1, except from 0 raised to power 0, it is not equal to 1. So with this, any number apart from 0 raised to power 0 is equal to 1. So now the value of t is equal to e power of 0 is 1. So t2 is equal to 1. Now we've gotten the two solutions for the value of t. t1 is 2 and t2 is equal to 1. Okay, now with this, let us confirm if truly these values of t are the correct values that will satisfy the given equation. So the equation, don't forget that the equation is t raised to power t is equal to t raised to power 2, and we got the solutions of t1 is equal to 2 and t2 is equal to 1. Okay, so inputting the value of t as 2 into this equation, so for t1, which equals 2, now inputting the value of t as 2, this becomes 2 raised to power t is 2 equals t is 2 raised to power 2. So with this equal question mark, 2 power of 2 is 4, and this equals 2 power of 2 is also 4. So that means that t1, which is 2, is the correct solution. Now with this, let's also try this for the other value of t, which is t2 equals 1. So the equation is t raised to power t is equal to t raised to power 2. So for t2, which equals 1, inputting the value of t as 1, so 1 raised to power t is 1 equals t is 1 raised to power 2. So with this equal question mark, 1 power of 1 is 1 and is equal to 1 power of 2 is also 1. So that means that the value of t2 which equal 1 and the value of t1 which equals 2 are the correct solution. So with this, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.